right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Tornado warnings.
It was a pretty bad storm.
Large hail.
It was a lot at one time, and it was big.
And flash flooding. Tonight, parts of the bi-state are cleaning up.
Everything we were trying to do to recover from yesterday has been hampered, slowed down.
After 2 more waves of severe storms leave their mark. And we start tonight still in a storm alert. It's all calm in St. Louis, but it's a different story for our southern counties where storms continue to pop after a day full of severe weather. Good evening. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. It's been a very busy day and night for our Weather First team. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell here with the latest.
You know, Anthony and Jimmy started it off this morning just before 11 o'clock with the first of the tornado warnings for the day. And we've had quite the day weather-wise across the area. The last of the storms down to our south right now, bowing out with some wind damage. This actually did cause a fair amount of wind damage here across portions of Reynolds and into Iron County. Now the tornado threat that has shifted over towards Carbondale, southeast of Perryville, over to Carbondale, including the Southern Illinois University campus under a tornado warning right now. This is the last of the severe storms, though, starting to settle down over the rest of Perry County as those gusty winds kind of diminish. Now, we still have rain back across Madison County and into Iron and Reynolds County. We had a bunch of wind damage reported down here, even in the Annapolis area in Iron County, right about there. Reports of some at least roof damage to a school. We don't know much more than that, but we do know the outages are fairly widespread in Reynolds and Iron County as far as power goes. How about the storm reports? Those that we've had over the last 24 hours, what a huge number. Hail, and some of it up to the size of baseballs, even larger. There were several reports of that down to the south with those supercells that we were dealing with earlier. Also, gusty winds reported. And even though we could see rotation on the radar that was tightening, indicating the potential for a tornado, we have not had any tornadoes confirmed at this point, nor were we able to confirm any on the radar screen. However, the radar did confirm this heavy rainfall, and those radar estimates 3 to 4 inches in some cases, easily 2 to 4 inches. And a lot of this hilly terrain south and southwest of St. Louis saw that 2 to 4 inches come in 2 waves today, and most of it coming in about a 90-minute period each time, which of course made the creeks and the streams jump big time and caused some flash flooding. We're still looking at some of those smaller rivers rising as we drain that water. Things have calmed down tonight out at the airport. Still some flight delays because of our weather today, and likely will be for the next couple of days east of St. Louis and south of St. Louis as this system pushes away. It still messes up with air travel. The storms are ending southeast of St. Louis. A dry stretch begins Thursday, or at least a mainly dry stretch. And it's a pleasant weekend for Mom. We will talk more about that, Mike, in just a few minutes.
And remember, you can stay updated with the Weather First forecast 24/7. Our team of meteorologists will keep you alert on air on the 5 on Your Side app, on KSDK.com, and on 5+. You can also text the word weather to 314-425-5355, and we'll send that forecast straight to your phone.
Franklin County has been hit hard by severe weather over the last 48 hours. The city of Sullivan has been hit the hardest.
First by yesterday's early morning tornado, and today they endured flash flooding. 5 on Your Side's Laura Barcheski spent the day there as the city continues to clean up debris.
The city of Sullivan just can't get a break. On Tuesday, they had a tornado come through town and rip open one more pub and grub. Then on Wednesday, the damage didn't stop. More rounds of severe weather hit the town.
Everything we were trying to do to recover from yesterday has been hampered, slowed down. The one wave went through, flooding occurred. We came right out with our crews clearing streets, restoring electricity, removing trees and branches, and trying to look at which roads were flooded. And then another round came.
State Route 185 saw some major flooding in 2 different areas. The Missouri State Highway Patrol says the water from a nearby creek overwhelmed the road and even reached knee deep, stranding one car.
They called for help, and the Sullivan Fire Department, along with some of our Marine troopers, responded to the area and was able to walk out to the vehicle and make contact with the occupants of the car. They brought a pickup truck, a taller truck with them, and they put the occupants of the car in the truck and guided them back out to safety.
The rain and strong winds snapped branches and uprooted trees. A maintenance worker for rental properties in the Sullivan area says he wasn't expecting this when he showed up to the house.
She said a branch or something flew up on the front storm door, screen door. She couldn't get out, right? So I'm thinking, okay. Well, Lord, behold me, get here. The tree uprooted. Did you see how it uprooted?
City Administrator J.T. Hardy says even though it's been nonstop and the cleanup will take a while, neighbors will be there for each other.
I think Sullivan's a great community. I think the people of Sullivan are strong, like a lot of communities in Missouri.
Reporting in Sullivan, Laura Barcheski, 5 on your side.
The city administrator says they expect school will be in session tomorrow, even though there was some minor water damage there. Parents will be notified if anything changes.
Take a look at this video shot by our Weather First meteorologist Tracy Henson. This is flash flooding along Cotter Creek near Highway 21 between Hillsboro and DeSoto. This just shows how quickly the water can rise. Today's storm damage also impacting other parts of Jefferson County. That's where water inched into people's homes and where crews spent the day clearing fallen trees. We found damage in several spots. 5 on your side, Brent Solomon is here with that part of our team coverage.
Well, Kelly, today 5 on your side traveled to various communities in Jefferson County, Olympian Village, Festus, Hillsboro. Tonight, all dealing with the aftermath of severe weather.
Neighbors knew they were in the middle of the storm when hail came pounding down.
It started off maybe about a marble size, and by the time I made it inside it was golf ball size, and by the time my wife made it to the window, it was the size of a baseball, and she ran outside and grabbed it.
It damaged Joey Melton's truck in Hillsboro. Others hit with roof damage, leading to water inching into their homes. Over in Olympian Village,
I looked out the front window and could tell that it was across the front of the house, so at that point in time it was hailing pretty good size hail, and I was afraid of the windows busting, so I did back away from the windows and had to wait for a while to see the actual damage.
a tree falling onto Renee Boyer's home. Neighbors quickly rushing over to help. For this family in Festus, it feels like deja vu. Last year, they had to replace their roof following a tornado.
What really stinks is I just had all this cleaned up and the pool was ready to go swimming in, and now I got to do it again. So that took a lot of time, but now we got to do it again, so it is what it is.
They watched as the baseball-sized hail took a dip.
It looked like meteorites hitting lava in the pool. It was just pow, pow, pow. It was crazy.
In the midst of the crazy, a bit of relief. They all weathered the storm and say the damage could have been worse.
You know, it's managing, keeping them away from the windows, because they want to be watching, or the little guy wants to be watching the storm and he loves the rain, but you just don't want him near the windows, especially with high winds and that big of hail where broken glass could be, a trip to the hospital.
Roofing companies were out in those communities today working to patch leaks. Tonight, no reports of injuries.
Flash flooding was also a problem in the Metro East. Our 5+ live bus went out to Sparta earlier tonight and found flooded roads near Broadway and Russell. Some cars tried to drive through it. One of them got stuck. It's a reminder to never drive through water-covered roads. It can take just a few inches to cause some damage and sweep your car away. And our coverage of today's storm damage continues now on KSTK.com and on the 5 on Your Side app. And when severe weather hits, again, text us your storm photos and videos to 314-425-5355. But stay safe when doing so. We're happy to share them online and on the air. Tonight, a disturbing case out of West St. Louis County. A Parkway South high school student is sitting in jail facing charges.
Police say he took a loaded gun to school, one that is capable of firing several rounds at once. Robert Townsend joins us with what he has learned about the investigation.
Kelly and Mike, the suspect in this case is Kingston Edwards. Now, the Parkway South senior will not be able to participate in the school's graduation ceremony next Friday. That's because of the serious charges he's facing. Just minutes after the school day ended at Parkway South Tuesday, a chaotic scene broke out. School officials say 18-year-old Kingston Edwards got into a fight with another student outside on the side of the school. A school district spokesperson says when administrators broke up the fight, Edwards ran. Manchester police say when they caught the student, they found a loaded gun in Edwards' backpack and arrested the teenager.
Very disturbing to me because I'm just now finding it out. Oh my goodness.
Gary Cooper's daughter is a junior at Parkway South.
Yes, it should be held, but it should not be back at Parkway or no other school.
As a parent, it scares me. Also, as a teacher, it scares me.
Police also say the handgun Edwards brought to school had been illegally modified into a fully automatic weapon. The school district sent this letter to parents notifying them about the incident. Prosecutors charged Edwards with several felonies, including unlawful use of a weapon, carrying a loaded weapon into a school, and unlawful possession or transport of an illegal weapon. No one was hurt during the incident.
Immensely relieved, but also very concerned that that's even entering our school systems at all. Like, children shouldn't have to worry about that. Teachers shouldn't have to worry about that.
Now, a school district spokesperson tells us this was the first gun incident at Parkway South this school year. Edwards tonight is in the St. Louis County Jail. He's being held on a $100,000 bond.
Tonight, St. Louis police are still looking for the driver wanted for a deadly hit and run in South City. The crash happened around 5 last night on Chippewa, just east of South Kings Highway. 63-year-old Floyd Lucas was hit while crossing the road. He died at the hospital. Police are looking for the driver of a 2018 Nissan Altima seen leaving the scene. If you have any information, you can call the anonymous tip line Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS.
Tomorrow, the Urban League will launch a new road safety campaign. Slow Down St. Louis will raise awareness on reckless driving. St. Louis City and County Police, along with the Missouri State Highway Patrol, will join the effort.